Hi, Anna. How are you today? I'm speaking to you actually from Toronto, where this marvelous film not only
Yes.
premiered, but of course, you shot around here. But I just hope that you are not next to any elevators right now.
Oh my God, I know. I'm never gonna live that down. But I'm so happy that the film premiered in Toronto and that we made it in Toronto and that we got to set it in Toronto. That somebody the other day was like, "Oh, is that the scene when you guys are in New York?" And I was like, "Do you mean Toronto? Like we're Canadian and it's set in Toronto." It was really nice to not be hiding like the Canadian landscape and the
Right?
Canadian city. It was like, no, they're just like Canadians living in Canada. Like people do live there and have lives, guys.
Yes, we do. And we don't all live in igloos. As you can see from our beautiful country, we have so much to offer. But I digress because, Anna, you are absolutely phenomenal in this. And I was basically crying the whole time. I don't know how you found a way in to relate to Alice and make her so real because you know what? She's very real to a lot of people out there.
Yeah, I think that somebody asked me earlier today if I did a lot of research, and I was like, I didn't have to do a lot of research. I think a lot of people came at this movie from that place of feeling intimately connected to the story, and that meant that I really got set up to um, give a very vulnerable and really kind of naked performance because there wasn't anybody kind of clomping around set being insensitive, because they just like took a job because they happened to need a job. um Everybody on set felt such like beautiful open feelings about everything in the script that they brought that into their job and their department, and there everyone was just so thoughtful about each little corner of the movie, and it also meant that everybody was really energetically like empathic to the performances that were going on. And I just felt so lucky to be able to explore something that was very personal to me and really scary to step into, surrounded by people who had a similar lived experience. And I think that the movie is the kind of thing where either you've been in this situation or you know somebody who's been in this situation.
Yeah.
So regardless of your gender or your age or your sexual orientation, I think that it really speaks to the thing that is so hard to describe, and so hard to trust,
Yes.
which is like your internal experience.
You've given us so many phenomenal performances over the years, whether it's musical or comedy or drama. What did you learn about yourself, Anna, after this one?
Um, oh, yeah. What did I learn about myself? It's tricky. I think that I think what helped me was knowing that as much as there were wonderful moments of collaborations, sometimes with the people where like once you've seen the film, I'm like, Charlie, the guy who plays Simon, is just the sweetest guy and the most talented actor, and like you have to sort of be like, he's not like that at all. And so even like little moments of collaboration with him were so special to me. But also I was sort of learning how much better it felt to trust myself, even if I might be wrong, because everybody just, has their opinion and we're so often wrong. But I was like, I would rather trust that I know the experience, and I trust that this will work as a whole performance, even if this particular scene feels a little low energy or just I guess a little dead, that I trusted that like it should feel dead for a little while because I believe that the audience will still be willing to come along and kind of see Alice's side of things. And I wanted it to feel challenging because sometimes when somebody's in that situation, they're not the most pleasant to be around.
Yeah.
And, when she's cold to her friends and she's distant and uptight, I think those are elements of your character that might be revealed if you're in this situation. And like trusting myself wasn't even about like, oh, it turns out I was right, or about any specific thing. It was more just knowing like that feels better to me and more valuable to me than trying to just get that instant validation from like Video Village and make sure that I was kind of the apple polisher, because
Yeah.
that's usually what I'm striving for on a set. And to just go with what felt right to me was really valuable.
Yeah, well, you are just absolutely extraordinary in this, and it really does speak to the power of friends and how important they are to have.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that like healing is relational, and the women in this movie are so beautiful, and they're such incredible actresses and such incredible people, and I was so happy to go through this with them as well.
Yeah, fantastic job. Thank you so much for your time today, and we'll see you back in Toronto, I'm sure, at some point for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Anna. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.